The holidays are here, which means it's a time for family. It's a time for family, which means Uncle Jimmy will probably say something bad about minorities. But there's a way to solve this problem. It's called smoking a joint out back with your cousin. Smoking a joint out back with your cousin relieves all the stress and allows you to catch up on the important things, like what drugs you guys have tried in college, girls you've seen, and more. Smoking a joint out back with your cousin. A time for family. This message has been paid for by Matthew McConaughey. I've been smoking joints out back with my cousin since before I could walk. It's not about going back or going forwards. You can travel through time with your joint. Me and my cousin, we like to play the bongos in a circle. Talk about life. Look up at the stars and just think about what the clouds are thinking. Do you think they look down at us the way we look up at them? Do you think when we smile at God, does God smile back? I don't know. These are the questions of life you must ask yourself while your parents and grandparents are waiting for you to finish so you can make the toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
What you're asking for has got a powerful price.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Short News Podcast. Do you like that one? The puffer fish? I don't know if you've ever seen that video, but there's this puffer fish. It's like getting prepared to be eaten. It's still alive. And they're like force feeding it carrots, and it's like puffing up, and the noise it makes sounds like some chick gucking somebody's shit, you know what I mean? So like I did not know that a fish could make those types of noises. Somebody right now is listening like, I should call her. I should call her, you know, like it's been, don't. There's a reason that you're not together. Okay, so sorry, we took the day off yesterday, but we're back. My name is Alex Mador. I'm the host of this show. I hope you had a decent weekend. Mine was okay, not perfect, but okay. Mental health wise, I was slightly better than I was last week. I know that was a little bit scary, and I'm sorry. All that drama was happening. So yeah, things are better, so that's a good thing. Slightly better. I've been trying to keep busy, and that's been helpful, as opposed to sitting around thinking about problems all day, which was not helpful. Something to look forward to is the new Spider-Man movie coming out this week. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to risk getting COVID and go into the movie theater to see it. And I'm leaning towards yes. Am I seriously risking COVID for a Spider-Man movie? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I've seen the leaked set photos. I know who's in it. Hint. And I need to see it in the theaters so I can properly give them my money. Because I would feel guilty pirating this movie. And I'm not saying that I've never pirated a movie before. But, I don't want to pirate it. Because, pirating is bad. And you wouldn't download a car, would you? Like, we would. We all would download a car if we could. Don't fucking lie to me. Imagine. Just pirate a car off of LimeWire Get yourself a Toyota Prius, like just like that. Boom. So, like, yeah, in this case, in respect for the hard work they put into this movie and how good the reviews already are, because the premiere, the world premiere, whatever it was, was last night. Um, I suggest going into the theaters to enjoy it, as long as you've got your vaccines or boosted, wear a mask. Which I don't see how that works when you're trying to eat popcorn. Well, I know how it works, but it's a pain in the ass. Seems like a whole mess. Like you take the mask off to eat the popcorn, then you put it back on every time you're done. Like, geez, that is a lot to go see a movie. Like, the movie experience is ruined by COVID, in my opinion. But I want to see this Spider-Man movie, and if that's what I have to do to safely see it, then I'll do that. I know the people in the musician Discord that I'm in will be mad at me for saying all this COVID vaccine pro stuff, since they think I'm a political pawn or something promoting vaccines. But listen, I'm just one man. I'm just one man trying to do the right thing. We're in a pandemic. People still don't think it's real. Even though people they know have gotten the virus and have potentially passed away. But yeah, Spider-Man comes out this week. Get your tickets. I can't promote pirating, and also the government may have added more anti-piracy laws in the past year to like some of the laws that they've passed. Some of the bills or the packages might have some anti-piracy shit in there, so be careful. I would look up all that legislation prior to making a illegal decision. That is all I can say. Also, VPNs. I don't have a VPN sponsor for you, but those are helpful. Anyways, this is the show. We're here to talk about current events, so let's do that. There was a tornado over the weekend in Illinois, and it was just destructive as fuck. It killed a bunch of people. One of the stories coming out of this situation is one of an Amazon warehouse located in the area where the tornado was occurring, and like 6 people died. And information is starting to come out saying that the employees were told that they weren't allowed to leave until the storm passed. They had to stay in the warehouse. They couldn't go home to their families because, you gotta work. And then 6 people fucking died because of that. Imagine your boss seals your fate by telling you to stay at work during like a major natural disaster because they want you to stay there. They need you to stay there so they can make some money. They weren't allowed to leave. The tornado is a horrible situation, but what's really horrible and man-made is the terrible decisions made by Amazon's management to force employees to stay put and await their impending doom. And the media is just as fucking bad as Amazon when it comes to reporting on this. They're completely ignoring that this even happened in this warehouse, and they're instead reporting on Jeff Bezos' next space launch, because that's fucking important. They're just glorifying that whole thing. If you didn't think the media was crooked before, well, here's proof that they are. The whole fucking warehouse was destroyed. People died. But the news only cares about the billionaire's consumer space flight project, which, by the way, emits so much pollution with every flight that it shouldn't even be fucking allowed. Like, people like Jeff Bezos and their space projects like that are ruining the world for the rest of us. Like, why did Amazon force employees to stay put? Shouldn't that be the employee's own decision when it comes to their own safety? Because it's obvious that Amazon doesn't care about their safety. They probably wanted these people to continue working while the tornado was still happening under the guise of, oh, you're safe here. Just knowing how Amazon operates. Like Jeff Bezos, evil dude, Lex Luthor, look at him. And workers need to have more rights when doing these jobs. Amazon is so good at union busting, and maybe these employees would have been able to leave the warehouse and been safe at home if they had a union to advocate for allowing them to go home before a natural disaster touches down like a tornado. This is such an extreme example involving life or death when it comes to workers' rights, but this actually fucking happened. People did die. The extreme happened. And Amazon's shitty authoritarian working conditions had a part to play in people's deaths. It's fucked up to not allow these employees to unionize. It's pretty much just coming right out and saying, you don't have rights when you're working for me. It's crazy that with all the productivity trackers and sensors, Amazon employees doing their jobs are under harder scrutiny than police officers. Think about that. Cops can just turn off their body cam whenever they feel like it. But like Amazon employees, no, they're slave labor, being watched all the time, being told when they can and can't leave and when they can and can't live. Nice going, Jeff Bezos. So I feel for the families who lost loved ones because they weren't allowed to fucking go home before the tornado hit the warehouse because Amazon wouldn't let them. So Amazon, you should have to pay up, be held accountable for the greedy practices, because these guys have gotten away with way too much, and it seems like the government doesn't care, or even worse, protects them and companies like them. And it needs to stop. Alright, what else is going on these days? I'm gonna lose so many listeners. So we've got gun control laws being drafted up in California. Governor Gavin Newsom is following Texas's abortion laws approach, but applying it to guns, which seems like a fitting way to get back at them for restricting women's liberties over their own bodies. This shouldn't have to happen, but hey, you guys made this happen, Texas. And before someone goes, oh, now you care about liberties over someone's body? What about the vaccine mandates? Let me just tell you to shut your fucking mouth, you dumb bitch. Getting an abortion isn't endangering everyone you come into contact with, you fucking idiot. It's a completely different argument. Anyways, gun control. It's something that we need more than abortion restrictions, considering the crazy number of mass shootings that we see happening in the United States pretty much every day now. They don't have these types of problems in other countries. It's pretty unique to us. So this gun control law would allow Californian private citizens to file lawsuits against gun manufacturers, the same way that Texans can file private Texans can file lawsuits. Sorry, my acid reflux. Fuck. So the same way that Texans can file lawsuits against any doctor who aborts a fetus. Fuck, I had too much coffee. So it's a tit for tat type of thing we've got going on here. But hey, guns actually kill people. Abortions don't. It's a fetus. Consider this. If a woman does not want to be pregnant and is not ready for the responsibility of a child and did not consent to being a parent, or being pregnant, then that isn't a baby growing inside of them. That's a parasite. I don't care about your religious bullshit that says that's a soul. Stink bugs have souls too, and I crush them in my hands on a weekly basis because they're a pain in the ass. Just like having a parasite inside your uterus that you don't want to be there, but it's feeding off of you until it comes out, and then you're stuck with it forever. Unless you're Casey Anthony, then it's a different story. But suing gun manufacturers makes sense. They aren't even allowed to make guns in California, so they should be getting sued for doing so. Guns actually do murder people in the masses. Not abortions. That's not mass murder. Was that shooting with that weird incel looking kid a couple weeks ago? I think so, right? That wasn't California, but that's still the US and still something that people live in fear of happening every day. And it does happen almost every day. Other countries make memes out of us because these school shootings keep happening. Unfortunately, they have every right to do so and make those memes and laugh at us because nothing is changing. And it just continues to happen, and innocent people continue to be massacred. So, I applaud Gavin Newsom for taking these next steps in gun control. I'm all for using guns as sport or locked away out of the reach of children and teenagers, owned by a rational, responsible person who's been background checked and psychologically examined to make sure they can handle the responsibility of owning a killing machine. For fuck's sake, driving school and getting your driver's license is more elaborate and difficult than being able to buy a gun. And it makes sense. For there to be that many steps to get your driver's license, cars are dangerous, they're fast, they're heavy, and if used improperly, can kill and have killed plenty of times. So it only makes sense for there to be restrictions and hoops to jump through in order to prove that one is responsible enough and safe enough to have and operate a firearm. That shouldn't be a hot button topic, like the way it is, but because we live in America, it is and will continue to be. So hopefully we see some change coming soon. Like I said, to all my gun people out there, I want you to be able to have your guns, protect your land, shoot your clay targets, whatever, but I also want to make sure that you aren't going to shoot up a school. That should make sense to everyone. And if you're a responsible gun owner, what are you worried about? Like, I don't want to take away guns. I don't want guns to get taken away. Then I can't enjoy them at the range either. Then I can't have fun. But even I'm not allowed to own a firearm because the law works. Not only because I've been put in the psych ward before, but also because I'm a medical marijuana patient, meaning I'm on a government list of people who are not allowed to operate guns. And do I agree with that? Not necessarily. Like, it sucks. I don't see how smoking weed endangers anyone, but I still respect that law because I don't want to take that chance of being irresponsible, because now that I think about it, being too stoned and operating a gun, that's kind of a bad move, But speaking of killing machines and massacres, if you've been on my Twitter the last couple of days and somehow didn't unfollow me like the 20 people that did, then I've been getting into this AI art app called WOMBO Dream Art. You type in what you want it to make, and it makes it to the best of its abilities, and its abilities are fucking amazing. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you this, brother. So I started out pretty normal and a little goofy with it. Like, I typed in fat cat, and it made a fat cat. I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, wow, it did exactly what I told it to do. So then I was like, let's get a little bit twisted. I typed in penis monster, and it made what can only be described as a penis monster. When I typed in vagina monster, holy shit, dude, that was a vagina monster. It had teeth and everything, but it looked like a vagina, a giant one with eyes and teeth. Whatever, you should try it for yourselves. It's a free app on the App Store. I'm not sure if it's on Android, but they do have a website as well, like Wombo. Just look up Wombo Dream Art. I'm not sure if it's on Android, but that's what you get for being on Android, like. So after Vagina Monster, though, then I made Jordan Peterson crying, and that looked pretty cool. I think I have that on Twitter somewhere. I did Bill Gates pooping in different art styles, Kim Kardashian farting, and then things went into darker territory around Saturday night, Sunday morning-ish time. I've been having a rough past week, as you guys know, and I've been reflecting on a lot of my fucked up childhood and how disturbing it was for me to be a kid. So my PTSD has been brought up in a lot of ways, and it's been hard to deal with. But anyways, I started typing in different childhood characters being blown up or horribly murdered, like the Teletubbies. So now I'm probably on some other list somewhere, not just the gun list. um, I don't know, like, why though. Since I'm just typing in Elmo dismembered, literally Elmo dismembered, Elmo shot in the face, like Elmo blown up by an IED, shit like that. It's not like I'm doing it to people. Like only childhood characters, fictional childhood characters are facing my artistic wrath. But dude, you have to see the gallery I'm making um for Sesame Street. Oh my god, like Grover, Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster's like entrails are out and there's like cookies pouring out of him. Which like how did the AI figure out, okay, so Cookie Monster, he eats a lot of cookies, so if he were to be like dismembered and ripped apart, there would be cookies coming out of his entrails. Like how did you do that? Genius. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. And I'm gonna get canvas prints of some of these Sesame Street ones just because I think it's like awesome. Specifically the Cookie Monster one. I want to get a canvas of. See, AI has gotten to the point where we don't even need skilled artists. Like they just got put out of fucking business with this. Anyone can make an NFT now. I made a couple like this. So I'm starting a virtual art gallery, like I mentioned, which will later become NFTs if I find out I can actually sell these pictures. The gallery is already on Instagram at Alex Mador. It's called Murder on Sesame Street. I'm still working on more. I'm adding more Muppets into the horrifying mix. Um, the art I'm most proud of the AI making, though, is I typed in guy puts his balls in a Dyson vacuum, and that was really good. So download the app, DM me your photos from it if you want, and I'll feature you on my new Twitter account at Disturbing Art. Yeah, we got that name. Somehow nobody's done disturbing art in all of Twitter. So just DM me there or on my regular Twitter account. I'll tag you for credits and everything. And I want to start an ecosystem of these fucked up art pieces, in the metaverse. So, speaking of metaverse, let's talk about that. Horizon Worlds, the Facebook or metaverse, the metaverse opened up to the public this weekend, meaning that anyone with an Oculus headset, an Oculus Quest headset, can join in on the metaverse fun. I'm currently learning how to build and code in there. I'm building a comedy club that everyone can use to come in, do their act, promote themselves, perform without having to go out and having to spend money, because comedians end up losing more, like losing money every time they go out and perform instead of making money. You get paid like $50, and then like all the transportation, the food, and you have to buy drinks and all that, you end up losing. So yeah, free comedy club for people, for my internet comedians. I want to help facilitate a virtual community where people feel comfortable enough to do their acts and entertain a room full of people without having to risk catching COVID-19. I know a lot of people who think this is the end of the world. Yeah, so like because of the metaverse. And I talked to my therapist about their concerns, and my therapist doesn't seem to think the metaverse is truly a threat to society. And they're a professional, so I trust them. It's really cool, though. I met some new people during some laser tag, and it felt like I was actually hanging out with people. It's helping to cure my loneliness and social anxiety in a lot of ways. Okay, so this just came up today. this shit just came up today and we have to talk about it. I want to talk about white fragility and certain words that white people get really salty about. Salty. Like a saltine. See where we're going with this? Hasanabi heads, you with me? So yeah, it's no secret that my favorite political commentator ever is Hasan Piker. Aside from, of course, Ben Shapiro, because he talks so fast, and I don't agree with Ben Shapiro, I just think he's entertaining to watch. But, so Hasan Piker, favorite political commentator, or Hasanabi, as he's known on Twitch, he's been, for the past couple of days, having a conversation around whether or not the word cracker is something that people can say, and he's been arguing that it's not a slur, and that people can use it. And I've come to understand that the word refers to white slave owners cracking their whips. So any white person who gets salty, salty, there it is again, about that word probably has some slave owning ancestors, so they take it personally. So this dude, I wake up this morning and I see Hasan Piker has been banned from Twitch for saying cracker. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Somebody at Twitch is like, salty, again, salty, there's that word. Someone at Twitch is just a real lame-o. Can't handle things. So should Hasan have been banned for talking about this shit? No, absolutely not. It's obvious to me that Twitch is probably run by some incel white dudes with neckbeards who jerk off to Pokimane and abuse their powers against anyone who hurts their feelings. The white Twitch mods who are mad about this, the same fedora-wearing fuckheads who are mad that they can't say the N-word. This is white fragility at its top point. You know, the thing Joe Rogan complains about and says isn't real. But he's a white man being fragile. But we're seeing it now. Twitch would not bring the same energy to a white dude streamer arguing for saying the N-word. So that shows where their heads are at with this decision. Just a bunch of salty crackers, if you ask me. Twitch moderation is just a bunch of sweaty, overweight neckbeards and fedoras that tip their hat and go, "M'lady," when a woman walks by them in public. They've always got pit stains. And the fact that they have so much power over an entire person's platform and livelihood simply because they might disagree with them on something is beyond fucked up. Twitch is fucking stupid anyways. I only watch for Hasan. They're being beaten out by YouTube, which now has live streaming, and everything else, and is apparently a lot better than Twitch at the live streaming. So I suggest people move over to YouTube Live, where the grass is actually greener, and the features are better, and the people are better. H3 is there, you know, all the greats, and you know, I suggest people stop giving their money to those incels at Twitch. They need to feel this decision in their wallets. And I'm gonna bully them until they either block me or reverse the ban on Hasan. Because this is fucking ridiculous. It should not have happened. It should not have even been a possibility for that to happen. And I suggest, if you too are upset about Hasan's ban, bring that up with Twitch. Ruin their social media experience until they fix this shit. They can't get away with that. They can't. And I can tell you there's one person, though, who's probably very happy that Hasan is banned, and that person is Ted Cruz. So let's see what he's been up to and roast him a little bit, because he deserves it. He fucking deserves it. And now that Hasan is gone, someone's got to do it, right? So here we go. Roasting Ted Cruz. Don't be loud. Don't be loud. Don't be loud. Ah. Oh, it's loud. Okay, let's turn that shit down.
Mr. Senator, in your opinion, how does President Biden look right now on the world
stage? Oh boy, here we go.
Well, Stuart, I have to say it is incredibly dangerous. He looks terrible. He looks weak, and that weakness is dangerous. This past year, we've seen disaster after disaster from the Biden administration, but as bad as their economic policy has been, as bad as their domestic policy has been, nothing has been a greater disaster than their foreign policy. Several months ago, the Americans and people across the world were horrified as we watched the disaster.
Cruz, Biden's fault if Russia invades Ukraine. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about foreign policy. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But no, this is again, I don't think this is Biden's fault. This is just Biden's fault for being president, I guess, because if Trump were still president, Putin would be playing different mind games with him. But now because it's Biden, and he does see Biden as weak, as a lot of us do on both sides, he thinks he can get away with shit like this. So I don't know. I don't think it's Joe Biden's fault specifically. And Ted Cruz knows that. And he comes on here and complains. And this is what he sounds like. That's Ted sucking off Donald Trump. Am I good at it, Donald? Am I good at it? Oh.
Disaster of Afghanistan, the catastrophe of Biden surrendering to the Taliban, abandoning Americans behind enemy lines, and fleeing in disgrace. And that decision has consequences that are going to last years into the future, because what happened, every enemy of America looked to Washington, and they took a measure of the man in the Oval Office. And they determined that Joe Biden is too weak to deter them. And what we're seeing is the bad guys are getting worse. We're seeing Russia and China and Iran and North Korea. Every one of them is getting worse. As we sit here right now, over 100,000 Russian troops are massed on the border of Ukraine preparing to invade. And they're invading because they do not believe Joe Biden will do anything. And in fact, with Russia and Ukraine, it's even worse. The direct cause of this Russian invasion that is expected in January or February of next year is that Joe Biden surrendered to Putin and gave him the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which enables Russia to bypass Ukraine for delivering natural gas to Europe, which is why now Putin feels he can invade Ukraine. I don't know what Biden's going to say to Ukraine other than sorry for selling you down the river, because sadly that's what he's done.
Okay, I'm going to move on to another subject, Senator. Biden's vaccine mandate for large...
Oh, see, this I know more about. Now we're getting into my territory. It's me, baby. Christopher Walken, I'm back. You haven't heard from me a long time. I know I've been gone. But I put the watch in my ass for 4 years. I hid that hunk of metal. Sorry. All right, vaccine mandates. Here we go.
Large private companies rejected in the Senate. What are the chances that this thing gets killed for good?
Well, it needs to be killed for good. The vaccine mandate is illegal, it's unconstitutional, and it's a grotesque abuse of power. And I think Biden knows that. I think the White House lawyers told...
That's not even true. If you want to argue that it's not the government's responsibility to mandate a vaccine that would get us out of a worldwide pandemic, I don't know what the government is supposed to do then. What is the government power meant to do? If not to keep people safe. Why are you so against this, Ted? And they call it I don't want the government to force me to get a medical procedure. It's literally, you make it sound like you're getting a surgery or something. It's literally a vaccine. People get them all the time. Your kid has to get vaccines to go to summer camp. What, you're not going to send them to summer camp, you fucking idiot? Jesus Christ, Ted. Oh my God. I cannot stand his face.
Told Biden that this is illegal. This will get
This
struck
is
down in the
illegal. I'm calling my manager. I'm a big fat bitch.
courts, and cynically, I think they made the decision to ram it through anyway, assuming that litigation will take time, will take months or years, and in the meantime, a whole lot of people will obey. Last night's vote was a really important vote. We voted on rescinding Biden's vaccine mandate for private employers. It passed with a bipartisan majority. Every Republican and 2 Democrats joined us, and this is one.
Oh, I wonder who those 2 Democrats were. One of them rhymes with Schmosh Mansion. I hate that guy. Hate that guy. He's a Democrat in name only, a dino.
The very few cracks in the blue wall is that you had Joe Manchin and John Tester both vote with us.
Fucking
It'll
John
now
Tester.
go to the House. The pressure is going to be on Nancy Pelosi. Nancy doesn't want to vote on this. She's going to try to fight to say, we're not voting on this. And the Republicans in the House are going to press to vote it. The question is there going to be, even a handful of Democrats in the House that have the courage to stand up to Nancy Pelosi? I don't know the answer to that.
It's not about having the courage to stand up to Nancy Pelosi. It's about having the common sense to vote for a vaccine mandate that would help to push us out of a pandemic that has killed, 600,000 people in this country over the past few years? Pretty bad, dude. Remember that? There's a reason that we are treating this with such urgency, where we mandate a vaccine, like I said, when you go to summer camp, when you when you go to college, when you go, there's certain things that it's like, if you don't have your vaccines, you can't go to this country, like a certain country, you have to get your vaccines. They've had these rules forever. Not just us either. Not just our country. It's not abnormal. It's not as terrible as Ted makes it out to sound. He's just dramatic and bitching and just wants his side to have something like that they can win over, or something that they can win, which in this case, they want to overturn vaccine mandates just because they're contrarians and anti-science and want to sabotage the Democrats. Which, listen, the Democrats are doing a good job at sabotaging themselves. Ted, could you quiet down? Ted, come on, stop sucking on Donald Trump's ding dong. Come on, that's so.
And we say bye-bye.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
that Nancy's going to try to kill it, but if they vote on it in the House and you see a handful of Democrats with even a little bit of courage, it'll pass, and then it'll go to Joe Biden, and we'll see if he vetoes it. Now, given how extreme he is, he'll probably veto it, but this is a bipartisan repudiation of the illegal and abusive vaccine mandate.
And that means
it's
that the
not
politics
abusive.
of the
It's not illegal. It's not abusive. If I were to go to Africa, they would force me to get a malaria shot. Am I going to protest that? No, because I don't want fucking malaria. Mosquitoes carry diseases. I'm not taking that risk because I have the common sense to follow the rules in this situation. I'm so sick of America was founded on rebelling, where I got a little rebel. I'm a rebel. I do my freedoms. It's like, all right, dude, good luck with the ventilator. All right.
forced vaccination, the vax mandate, the politics is really shifting here. A couple of months ago,
the politics is really shifting here. I am a fucking talking chimpanzee.
Large numbers of people who say, yeah, the vax mandate, you got it. But now that is no longer the case.
Stuart, I think that's right. When we voted previously on issues related to the vaccine mandate, the blue wall is held steady. There haven't been any Democratic defections. And I can tell you, as I travel Texas, as I travel the country, literally every day I'm stopped. I'm stopped by soldiers and sailors.
Literally every
airmen and
day,
Marines.
I'm stopped and people say, "Hey, are you Ted Cruz?" And I say no. I say I'm not, because I usually what they do is they throw eggs at me and they say, "Here's your testicles, Ted. I heard you needed them." And then the eggs splatter on my nice suit. And then I have to go to the dry cleaner, and the dry cleaner charges me extra because I'm so ugly. And it's not a good feeling. So I think these vaccine mandates should be stopped, because they're controlling people, telling them to throw eggs at me with these vaccines.
Marines. I'm stopped by airline pilots and flight attendants. I'm stopped by cops and firefighters and doctors and nurses and people who are frightened about being fired from their job because of this illegal vaccine mandate. And in my view, I'm pro-vaccine.
That's crazy, man. So maybe they should get the vaccine and they won't be fired. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Like I said, you need vaccines to do a lot of things. It's been that way. Ted acts like it's not. It's like, dude, come on. And he's going to say, "I'm pro-vaccine. I got my vaccine. So what's the problem? You were one of the first to get the vaccine. I was jealous of you, dude." That's crazy. How can you be so, like, against fixing COVID? I don't know what else to call it.
I've been vaccinated.
Me too.
My family's been vaccinated.
Yep.
I encourage people to get vaccinated. But I believe in individual choice.
Exactly.
I believe
This
that
is
you
America.
can make the decision about your
Yes.
health care with your doctor. And I think there are millions across the country that feel exactly the same way, that this is wrong, that Joe Biden presumes to tell you the health care decisions you've got to make for your own personal health.
This is the United States of America. It's not Austria, for heaven's sake.
Yes.
What?
It's not Austria, for heaven's sake. Now, fucking 55-year-old men are going to go repeat that to their sons. It's not Austria, for heaven's sake. They don't even know the history of Austria. But they're going to go repeat it anyways, because it's Fox News, and that's what old people do. They just repeat the things they see on Fox News to their younger relatives and make them really upset at the dinner table on Christmas. Such a chim, bruv.
Sorry to my British listeners. I don't know. Am I, though? Not really. I'm sorry. I'm kind of sorry. But, like, at the same time, this dude, I hate him. I hate him so much. Not because he's British. I like British people. I'm just being mean. But he's on Fox News. He sucks. Did you see Chris Wallace is leaving? Chris Wallace leaving Fox News, I believe, to go to CNN. Let me check on that. Chris Wallace, CNN. Chris Wallace announces departure from Fox News to move to CNN. Oh, man. He's the one that called out Trump when Trump was like, I took this cognitive test. I did very well in this cognitive test. Chris Wallace is like, yeah, I took that too. It was like shapes. It was like, name the shapes, dude. That was funny. He fucking owned him. He was like so annoyed. He was like, I took the test too. Like it was addition. It was addition in shapes. So anyways, we're going to go into some Karen compilations here. We got some new ones. We got some new freakouts that these wonderful, wonderful people have done. I can't get over the one from last week where the lady was like accusing that random black kid of like stealing her phone, and then they called it for her and it was in her fucking handbag, pocketbook. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Karens.
There's a spot right there you could park in. And do you live here? I live here.
Somebody who lives here, who is assigned.
What? I need to get in my car and get to a job, and you're.
You don't have to treat me like this. I didn't do anything to you. So
You did too. You packed her in.
Oh, and I'm really hurting her.
Yes, I need to get to my. I have responsibilities. I need to get to. This is my parking spot.
No, it's not.
I signed a lease here. They said you can park right there.
No, they didn't.
Were you there?
Park there when she signed the lease. Why are you yelling at me too? Who the are you? Somebody she asked to help her. Good.
And you don't live here.
So she's like, so this lady, the Karen, she's like walking her purebred black lab dog, has parked her car perpendicular to this lady's Subaru so she can't back out from her parking spot that she was assigned because she's leasing an apartment from this complex, I believe. And this lady is just blocking her and refuses to move, but the innocent person here has to go to work, the one that's being blocked from exiting.
Here.
What do you think? You think I'm gonna
Please
hit you?
get in your car.
Recording me?
Because you're being psycho. I would like you to get in your car
Psycho.
and move.
I'm being psycho.
Please get in your car and move.
I'll wait for the police to come.
Oh, wait for the
For what?
police
Because
to
you're
come?
being rude to me. The whole time since you knocked on that door, you've been being rude.
Why would I be so nice to you when you're blocking me in when I have to go somewhere? You shouldn't do this in the first place. This is my spot. I live here. And you do not live here. She's not living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
You said they started. Who started? Who did?
You.
Me? Why?
You're Asian.
Because I'm Asian? Yeah, I definitely started. Look at me.
She said he started COVID. Oh my god, look at this dumb bitch.
Super dangerous.
You're super dangerous. Okay, do you actually get bullied a lot for being Asian?
Actually, we bully everyone else.
How?
How do you think we get bullied?
Because you're Asian. Like, everyone hates Asians.
Whoa.
Do you hate Asians? Why?
I don't know. They're like, I don't like Indians.
You don't? Why don't you like Indians?
Jesus.
They smell bad.
Well, that's not even true.
Why do they smell bad?
Warning, language and racial slurs in this post.
Fuck all yous. He's on a plane. Damn, I kind of want to be on a plane when one of these public freakouts happens, as long as I'm not sitting next to the guy. But knowing how my plane situation always goes, that like I sit down and then some literally obese, huge person sits down next to me and they're like squishing me. Like, you think I'm joking. You think I'm exaggerating. Oh, he's fat shaming. No, you don't understand. You don't understand how big these people are that they sit next to me. Huge. So big that they're taking up their seat and then part of my seat. And then sometimes they're really nice. Like if there's available seats on the plane, someone will either move me or move them because they see the issue there. The struggle. So, flights can be stressful, uncomfortable. You meet all kinds of characters. This guy right here is one of them, I guess.
I dare anybody. I'm sitting here by myself with my mask on. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not doing nothing.
Is he drunk?
That stewardess, whatever, waitress, whatever, that $10
waitress.
Just
what?
Now they're gonna get the cops.
Oh, he's drunk. Now gonna get the cops.
Mask wasn't on for 10 seconds.
The mask wasn't on for 10 seconds. They take that shit seriously on the plane because it's like an enclosed tube in the air, and if you take your mask off for a second, then yeah, you're putting people at risk. I hate to say it. Like, listen, I'm fucking sick of the mask too. I am. Like, I don't like wearing it. It gives me rashes. The KN95s, if I'm like running to class because I'm running late, I feel like I'm suffocating. You know, that type of stuff. Oh wait, let me reply to this. Okay. So what was I saying?
Right? We're all the same people. That's right.
I'm Italian, I'm a millionaire.
I'm Italian, I'm a millionaire. I mean, I could tell the Italian part based on the accent. Millionaire. Damn, they're just letting anybody be a millionaire these days. How is he a millionaire? He's so belligerent. You can't make money that way, can you?
Spanish, you're dead broke. I got my mask on. What the else they want from me? Sitting here with my mask on. I'm sitting here with my mask on.
Yeah, he's wasted.
This is pathetic. This is pathetic.
Fuck all he is.
We wear masks. Down here, retard don't wear masks. I ask. Don't do this to me, please.
You should have thought about that before you were explaining the word. Also, he to shut up.
Oh, now he's begging to be allowed to stay on the plane because they're asking him to leave now, or otherwise they're gonna have to deplane the whole plane, which I think that means like getting everybody off the plane. Because I heard Cody and Noel talking about this recently. And yeah, they get everybody off the plane and then let them all back on except for the person that's causing the trouble, and then they take off without them. And that's supposed to be like a safe way of doing it or something. Or is it like for legal reasons? I don't know.
You ain't shit with me. $10 an hour, get yourself. It ain't open that now.
He sits back down. It's like, dude, they told you to leave. You think you're gonna be able to stay? They're not gonna take off with you on the plane, bro. There's no way you're gonna be in the air acting like this. No, that's a in post 9/11 America, I don't think so.
You see me put my mask on once you told me to. I had it like this, and I put it back up.
I think it was the other stuff you said. I think as well.
Don't f with me. Don't f with me. You got a problem.
Bro.
You guys have no idea who I am.
You guys have no idea who I am, huh? You have no idea who I am. Huh? I'll put you in a cannoli and I'll feed you to the rhinoceros. How about that, huh? You wanna fuck with me? They call me the pufferfish. It's me, the pufferfish, huh? What are you gonna do about that? I'm so sorry. You guys probably hate me. I've been so annoying the last couple of days online. Like, I'm insufferable. I feel bad. I'm sorry. And Oh, sorry, I lost my cat for a second, but there she is.
Funny thing is, they have no idea who.
So they deplaned, and they had to wait for the cops to drag him off the plane.
Stop it. Hey, it's not help now.
Alright. Karen of the week. Oh, it's a dude, Karen.
Hit you. Check it out, dude.
Check it out, dude.
What's your name, man? I want you to call the police and tell me that you almost hit my girlfriend with your car. You almost hit my girlfriend with your car, you
Shane.
Hey, what's your name, dildo?
Shane!
Hey!
Ow!
You almost hit her with the car.
No, sir.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
She's in
No, she was opening the door, stepping out, and you pulled in there. You deserve a ticket, you dildo.
Security officer, please?
Yeah, but fine.
So the lady screaming is trying to get her boyfriend to stop, like, coming at this dude so aggressively. Like, there's like, Shane, stop. That's what she's saying. And, you know, I don't know where this is going to go, but it looks like it goes on for a while.
Sir, I apologize.
Hey, learn how to drive, you dildo.
Shane?
You deserve a ticket. What's your name?
Learn how to drive, you dildo. Like, Jesus.
I'm not telling you anything.
Yeah, you know why? Because I'll sue you, dildo.
What? You dildo? This is like a... Oh, what show? This is like a, an Adam McKay film. This is like the script from an Adam McKay film. Watch where you're driving, you dildo. Fucking Talladega Nights sounding ass.
Pull in there like that. There's people walking in a parking lot. You fucking ticket.
He did not see me as
Go
much
in
as
there. I don't want to deal with a dildo like you. You almost hit somebody with a car and then you give an attitude. Where the planet are you from? You're the head that's wrong with this world.
Oh, here we go.
Is this your car, prick?
I'm the one
shut
that
up.
I should
You know
have
what? You're
looked
the
first
kind of
before I
stupid
opened the car.
that people raise.
I'm sorry, sir.
In this
Say hello
world.
to the internet, because they're going to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Good.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you know, you're the... You look at your... You still... Goddamn...
Thanks for grabbing
Tell
the door.
everybody you're a dick. You almost hit her with a car.
Did not.
If I was a cop, I'd arrest
What's a cop? I'd arrest you.
Yeah, you know what? This idiot is
Okay,
wrong.
then you guys can take this.
Do you see what kind of person you are?
As much as I didn't see him, it was my fault.
No, you almost hit her with the car.
No,
Because
it
you're an
was not
impatient
true.
little brat.
That's not
Spoiled,
true.
rotten, impatient little brat.
I should
You
have
belong in
looked
jail.
first.
You...
Dude, if this dude kept coming at me, I would be in jail. He's right. You belong in jail. He would be dead. He would be dead. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me like that. You dildo. We're gonna keep coming at somebody like that. You don't know who this dude is. You don't know who this dude is. You're lucky. You're lucky he turned a fucking camera on.
No, you are going to jail.
Seriously.
Sir.
What?
Can you,
This is the kind of person he's driving through the parking lot at 50 miles an hour, goddammit. Seriously. This guy? Yeah, and he could have hit one of them.
How'd you go 50 miles an hour over a... Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Not this way.
He's a moron. I'm tired of morons like you even living in the same world that I live in.
You can please leave the
Yeah,
premises,
whatever.
sir.
You know what? You're a loser. I hate your goddamn bank, by the way. Yeah, I'm the one who got her this account.
Okay, well...
So this guy almost hit her with a car.
Did not, sir. We
He
have
almost hit her
surveillance if
right
you want to
there.
see
You
anything.
this goddamn car, he almost hit her with a car.
That's
And
not
he gave me a
true.
bunch of attitude like he's gonna fight with me.
He's such a psycho. Oh my god. Like, just go away, dude. All you have to do is go away. Just give it up. Go home. Forget about this. Watch the pufferfish video.
Like I am? Have I done anything to...
Yeah, you did.
What did I do?
Pulled in there, 50 miles an hour, almost hit her when she was standing there. Goddamn liar. What's your name, dildo?
I'm not.
I am, because you almost hit her with the car. And then she's apologizing to this idiot. Why should she apologize? You know what? Excuse me. No, excuse me. No, hey. Apologize to her, and I'll be okay with it. Tell her you were wrong and apologize.
I would not. I would just be like, no. No. No.
Seriously, man, this guy's a criminal. He's stupid. Go call 911. Okay. You know what? You're a moron with power. Okay. So kiss my...
You're a moron with power. So kiss my ass. Damn, this dude is unhinged. Just a all-around crazy person.
And my friends in the FBI, they would not want an account with you. They have golden one. You're an idiot.
My friends in the FBI. Yeah, okay, dude. Like, that's gonna give you any pull. Oh my God, you have friends in the FBI? Oh my God. I have to let you come in and assault this man who did nothing to you.
Do it. Cops come, because I want him to press charges at the door. He almost hit her. She was standing there. Go call the police. I'm gonna get arrested for what?
I'm not arresting you for anything.
You people are awful, man. You know what? Thank God when the Lord Jesus comes back.
How is he still there?
Destroys this world and all you people.
No. One second.
Oh, come on.
I need to get something on my car too. I didn't have a chance to grab my wallet out of my car. Oh, wow.
And see if it's safe enough for me to open the door, just in case somebody like you, anyone will park next to me.
That's right. As soon as I'm pulled up,
Right,
we stopped immediately. And
Yeah, you know.
That's enough. We're done. Okay? There's no need to talk to each other. Okay?
So this guy is not at fault at all.
You know what?
This is my boyfriend, but he's in the wrong side.
Hear me out.
What he did, sir, was very, very wrong.
Ma'am, hear me out. Both, everybody. Okay? Everybody.
I'm not going to condone it, sir. I apologize to you, sir, but I don't. This guy is out of line.
Can I finish?
Yes, sir.
Can I finish? Why don't we step away from the front of the door so we're not interrupting? Okay, here's the deal. And sir, I don't care if you're going to take minutes. That's fine. Okay? I don't care. Here's the deal. Okay? You all need to take a chill. Okay? Take a deep breath. Okay?
Cop says you all need to take a chill. All right, dude. Okay.
Don't need to be
That helps.
flying into the bank hot. You know, even if you were not. Okay? You don't need to start yelling at me. Okay? You don't need to start getting into fights and getting into arguments in front of the bank or inside the bank. Okay? Just take a deep breath. Relax. Everybody's alive. Everybody's doing well. Okay?
He yells at me all the time to my car. Maybe you need to give him some advice to keep his temper down.
I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not gonna go through it, sir, with him anymore. I'm done.
So,
This guy had not was innocent. He was so quiet. No, he didn't. Nothing happened. He didn't even say.
Damn,
one
is she
word.
breaking up with him? And the officer's telling him to get out of here.
He didn't say no.
I have business with the bank.
Jesus. Holy shit, dude. This is like what I'm not looking forward to when I get a car in a couple months or in a month. Like, dealing with people like that. Hey, you parked, you almost hit me. Like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about, you psycho? Jeez. People are so unhinged these days, and that's part of the reason I don't go out anywhere. Alright, let's do a relationship advice. My dog destroyed gift from husband's ex. Should I tell him about the note inside? Jeez, this is like a movie. I, 29 female, have been with my husband, 30 male, for 2 years, married for 1. Damn, I don't know how people get married, like, so quickly after dating. So he's out of town for a few days, so I took over letting the dog out in the morning. I snoozed a couple times and let the dog out less than 30 minutes after the normal schedule. Our dog had chewed through the corner of a handmade throw pillow during this time. More of a tear. It's unlikely the pup ingested much, if any, but I'm watching in case. It was a gift from husband's ex. I never had a problem with this pillow, as it was well made, matched our decor, and didn't get the sense my husband had any emotional attachment to it, so we kept it. Upon finding the pillow, I took it apart to see if I could repair it and found a note with the stuffing written by the ex. The gist is, I'm sorry I can't tell you how much I love you, so I made this instead. I love you now and always. And now I'm conflicted. I could repair the pillow, although I'd probably need to tell him I did, since it would be noticeable if looked at closely. I'm conflicted because he had told me he loved his ex, but felt she didn't really care for him as much as he did for her, and it led to their breakup. Rarely told him she loved him, and only when he said it first. It now seems like she was scared to be open and made the pillow as a way to communicate how she felt. Should I tell him about the note or just pretend it didn't exist? I don't think it's enough to ruin our relationship, but I don't want him to reconsider his decision to break up with her in the first place. Too long didn't read. Husband's ex confessed her love in a note I found by accident. All right, without reading the comments, let me see. What was it that you said that, I don't think it's enough to ruin our relationship, but I don't want him to reconsider his decision to break up with her in the first place. Listen. This is like when an ex, this is like a very elaborate version of an ex calling their ex who's now in another relationship and bothering them. When your partner receives that message, your hope is that they are mature enough to not be like, oh, I want to go back to this past relationship that didn't work out before and just destined for failure again, instead of being with this person who I love and care about that I have been having a great time with. Like, so what I'm trying to say is you need to trust that your partner is going to stay with you regardless of knowing about this note. Because if you hide the note, then you're just being a dick, in my opinion. Like, this was meant for him. He should know about it. And you guys can talk about it. Tell him your concerns. Even, like, fix the pillow. This doesn't have to be such a concerning topic for you. I understand why it is. But if you truly trust that your partner, your husband, feels that they made the right decision by picking you, then I don't think you have anything to worry about. In my experience, I've been in a relationship, in a domestic partnership for almost 6 years now, and we've both had exes reach out and try to rekindle things. But if you don't want that person anymore and you like who you're with, then that shit doesn't really matter, does it? You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, one time this girl reached out to me. She was like, hey, I just want to apologize for, being a poopy head when you said you liked me, and I made a mistake, and I just want you to know that I should have taken you up on your relationship offer. And did I go, oh shit, like, I need to break up with my partner right now and get back with this person? No, I just said, oh, okay, well, like, that's cool, but things are fine now, and that's that. I didn't entertain it because I didn't feel the need to. And most likely, when your husband sees that note, when you show it to him, because you're going to show it to him, he's going to be like, first of all, he's going to be happy that you showed him, because that's showing how secure you are in the relationship, and that demonstrating that to him is only going to make him love you even more. That you're showing him this and saying like, you're like, this is, I found this in the pillow. I just wanted you to see it. I didn't want to hide it from you. And communicate how you feel, communicate your concerns, and there shouldn't be a problem. If he does decide to go back with his ex because of a note and a pillow, then he's not the one. So, anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of the Short News Podcast. I want to thank you for hanging in with me. All right, well, I will see you. On Thursday. I love you guys very much. Thank you for listening. Follow me on the socials. Buy the merch. I don't know, man. All right, see ya.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location, yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location, and it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocation.exp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.